What's up, everybody? This is the Japan video. I'm back. I had an incredible time on my trip to Japan. I didn't take much video while I was there, which is usual for me because, I don't know, I was just having too good of a time. But I wanted to still make a video, I guess, and show you guys some of the things that I got with kind of a focus on toys and kind of nerd stuff. You know, I got some other sort of general souvenir type stuff, but so yeah, I'm gonna find some music, put it on over the background, and I'm gonna sort of take you guys through my trip in the order of like things that I bought. So yeah, I've been planning this for a long time. I had a good little chunk saved up for it, so I'm very, very excited about everything I was able to bring back with me. So let's do it. Our very first day there, we didn't plan much because we knew we were going to be like dealing with the jet lag. So all we did really was go to Tokyo Station, see the unicorns and rainbows set up at Vinyl Tokyo, which is inside Tokyo Station. I knew that was going to be there, and I wanted to see Rampage and Buana and the stuff that they had. So I got these two things there. I got one of the Harry Benora in this nice gray, and I got the Namaje, I think this character's name is, one of my favorite new figures, recent figures from Rampage. I absolutely love this figure. So two really cool colorways of two figures that I like a lot. I also got a couple of Gashapon things in the station. There was like a series of cryptid Gashapons, and I got a couple of those. I got a white winged cat and a little alien gray. There was like a Mothman and a Bigfoot and a Jersey Devil that I was hoping for, but some cool stuff regardless. And then the following day, we went to Nagoya for the big Unicorns and Rainbows event at Smash Head with Headlock and Maruhachi Gang and all sorts of really, really talented people there, along with John and Buana. And I was able to get some really cool stuff. We got a late start that morning, and so the event had sort of already started by the time we got there. All of the big hitters, like one-off kind of stuff, was already gone. But I was able to get some really, really cool stuff regardless. One of my favorite things of the whole trip, this colorway of the One-Eye Benora on the baby trash can legs. This vinyl is just really crazy. Let's see if I can get it to focus there. You guys know I love anything with a cool marbling and cool glitter, and the bananas, obviously, the whole trash can like universe. So super stoked on that. Speaking of trash can, I also got the really nice and bright colorway of trash can that he had there. That pink vinyl with like the kind of matte neon orange. It's such a great colorway. Couple other things from Rampage. This kind of marbled slimy green with the purple colorway of his micros. These were blind bagged. Love that marbling. And a little moon pony. And then I got a piece from Maruhachi Gangu. It is the Nagoya Tower in this amazing gradient colorway. I imagine this has been accomplished with dye, but there's glitter in the vinyl as well. This just was a really nice piece to me visually, and also I thought it would be a cool souvenir from Nagoya, because it's like the icon of Nagoya, and I thought Nagoya was really cool, and I'm glad I got to spend a day there. So yeah, I grabbed that, and I also was able to grab this really awesome set from Draculaser, Michael Scadam. He was there, and I'm just very thankful and very psyched about this set. It is really beautiful, pulled by Shirahama. This is one of the new Shirahama dinos. I believe the first release of this figure, not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. Very, very psyched on these. These are beautiful. So that was just a really amazing day. We were super psyched that it just happened to be happening while we were there. got to see everybody, got to see, you know, the Creature Bazaar guys, and it was cool to just have that time in Nagoya. Very cool city. Enjoyed myself a lot. The next day we went to Osaka for a couple days. We went to the Universal Studios they have over there because I work at the one in Hollywood, so I was really, really fascinated by like all the differences and stuff. I was really looking forward to seeing how their park is different and how it's the same. But I got a lot of really fun souvenirs and stuff from the park. This Pikachu plush, that's actually a puppet. This was specifically merch from like the parade that they have, which was really cool. There was a Pokemon float. Obviously their Super Nintendo world is really big, and it was cool to see that. Some more merch from the parade, specifically these Pokemon like embroidered stickers. I don't know, they're cool. I'll probably just leave them sealed. I got a little Jurassic Park Jeep. Jurassic Park, one of my favorite movies of all time. Love that. And I've always been a sucker for enamel pins, and I've always also been a sucker for Hard Rock Cafe. I don't know, I just like it, and I like the pins that they have, so I got this cool one that says Osaka on it. It's kind of simple, but it's just got like the guitars, and thought that was sweet. The next day, we had one more day in Osaka. We went to Denden Town, which is sort of like the nerd area in Osaka. And it was really, really cool. Really high density of cool shops all like clustered around each other. I got a couple of things, really not that much. I got this Arcanine card. I don't really actively collect, especially the high-end Pokemon stuff is not really for me these days. But I do sort of, you know, casually collect the ones that were always my favorite, and Arcanine was always my favorite. And this is kind of a cool card because it is one of the old Japanese ones with no rarity symbol in the bottom corner. So it's just kind of like a cool little rarity that it's not worth a bunch, but like this is the type of thing I would never buy myself unless I was just walking around a card shop in Osaka and saw it. So like I bought it. I thought it was cool. And then I did get to go to Astro Zombies, which is in Denden Town, which was one of the big things on my to-do list. I definitely wanted to go there. Got some stickers, just because I'm such a big fan of their Skull Wing mascot figure. And I also got this incredible t-shirt at Astro Zombies. I was really glad that they had some in stock. Super psyched about that. Big fan of Astro Zombies, big fan of Pusshead. So after that, we were back to Tokyo. The next day, we just kind of took it easy, travel day. Following day, we went to Nakano Broadway, which I was really looking forward to. You really can spend a whole day there. There's all sorts of shops with all sorts of like specialities. There's a couple of places to find Sofubi in there. There was some really cool stuff to like see and look at, but none of the prices were like quite right for me. Also, there were a couple more things I was looking forward to near the end of the trip. So I took it pretty easy at Nakano Broadway. I didn't get much. I did get a couple of more trading cards. I got this Nidoking Pokemon card because he was another one of my favorites, and I think this is a cool, like the web promo. It's the old school art, but on like the e-reader style of card, and it was never released in English. Just a really cool, unique card. And I also got, this was one of my things I wanted to do, and I knew Duel Masters cards. I played the game a little bit when I was a kid, not a bunch. But I think they're really cool looking, and they have bricks of these that they just sell. So like this was $5, and they're all holographic. I'm sure they're garbage and not worth anything. I don't know anything about any of them, but they look cool. So I knew I wanted to do that before I even went. So I was happy to do that. I also got this cool little Keshi figure. I'm not sure what series or like licensing it's from, but it's a cool little skull face guy. Got that in Nakano. And then after Nakano Broadway, we went to visit the Punk Drunkers shop, which was one of the coolest things I did the whole trip. It was absolutely amazing because we got to screen print our own t-shirts when we were there. I was just chatting with the guy while I was like checking out, and I was like, I'm a big fan of Aitsu, I'm a big fan of Sofubi, it was really cool to come here. And he was like, do you want to screen print a t-shirt? And I was like, absolutely. So my brother and I both got to like pick a stencil, pick the colors, and screen print our own like one-of-a-kind t-shirts from Punk Trunkers, and it was the coolest thing ever, and I'm so grateful that we were able to do that. So thank you to the guys at Punk Trunkers. It was unbelievable. It was so cool. I also got a couple other t-shirts from them. I had to get this one just because I think it's like such a classic Aitsu shirt. What is Aitsu? Where is Aitsu? Who's Aitsu? Which is Aitsu? I love Punk Trunkers and like how kind of goofy and funny they are, and that one was just very Punk Trunkers to me. And then I also had to get this one. I was psyched to see that they had these in stock. It's the MVH collab tee from the event they did together a little while back. So they had a couple of those, and I was super psyched to be able to pick one up because I'm a big fan of both Punk Trunkers and MVH. And then after that, the next day, we just kind of went to a couple different areas to walk around. We went to Harajuku, we went to Akihabara. I didn't love Akihabara. It was kind of overwhelming. I would say there's a couple of pockets there that, like, if you know I want to go here, then it's cool. Like Mandarake Kuku is super cool. They have a lot of great stuff there. But I just got a couple of things. I got like a Fire Emblem keychain at this cool nerd shop. These are everywhere, but they're super cool. I'm excited to put it together. It's like a papercraft 3D kind of thing. Spirited Away is my favorite movie. So I picked up one of those. And I got this little Cause keychain from the Medicom store in Harajuku, just to get something from there, because it was cool to go, and it was cool to see the store. And then the next day, our second to last day, was like the big day, because I had talked to Mori ahead of time, and I knew I was going to go see him at Aoto for his shop drop of the day. So I went out there, I got my number, I had a couple hours to kill. I actually went back to Akihabara because I wanted to go to Cafe Wamu. I didn't get to it on the first day because I didn't actually realize it was in Akihabara. But we went back and I got one of these, the Dino Uamu, filled with all sorts of different colors of Boo. I just love this figure. It felt like a really kind of cool and unique piece to get like from the shop to have be like, you know, this is the piece I got at the Uamu studio. It's a really, really fun figure, and I'm very glad to have picked that up. And then I headed back out to Aoto to see Mori. We chatted a little bit. It was really, really great to see him. Shigeta was there as well, Gokoro, and it was cool to see him again for the first time in a while. And I was able to pick up one of these little guys, was the small of the day. And then I got this nice Yubiosu head on the new like cat body. This is a head that I've wanted for a really long time from Real Head, and I'm a big fan of the new body, and I think it works really, really well. It's a super classic colorway, the kind of gunmetal, almost a goji blue on the red scarf and the black body. It's a very like Real Head figure to me, and I just love it. And I'm so thankful to have been able to pick it up from the man himself. So thank you to Mori for allowing me to come see your shop. It was incredible. And yeah, that was like definitely one of the highlights of the trip. There wasn't much that we did after that. We went and walked around Shibuya a little bit just for the, you know, the Times Square of it all. And it was pretty cool. We went to the Pokemon Center they had there, and they had these awesome stickers from this company, B-Side Label, that just makes fun design stuff. And this is the last thing I got that I'll leave you with. I got stickers for my ideal Gen 1 team of Pokemon, which is Venusaur, most underrated starter ever, Nidoking, like I mentioned before, Arcanine, like I mentioned before, Electabuzz, always thought he was cool, don't like Electivire, Starmie, underrated, and Dragonite. So yeah, Shibuya was our last stop. That was my trip to Japan. That's the stuff that I got. I feel very, very lucky. I had an incredible time. And yeah, I just feel blessed. And thanks for watching, you guys. I'll be back with more soon. Take it easy. See you next time.